Well, breaking news just coming in. MTN Group Limited has agreed to pay a $1.7 billion fine to the Nigerian government over the next 3 years. Well, this brings to an end an 8-month negotiation process. MTN Nigeria also agreed to take immediate steps to ensure the listing of its shares on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Riding high on the news, MTN shares rose by over 14%. This is the biggest gain since 2008. Joining us now via phone line is Dobek Pata, telecom expert. Very good afternoon to you. We thank you very much for your time. Take us through some of the details with regards to the negotiation process.
Good afternoon. Thanks. Well, the negotiations were behind closed doors, so I'm not privy to the details of the negotiations, but effectively MTN began negotiating with the Nigerian Communications Commission, which is the market regulator for telecommunications in Nigeria last year. That progressed then, it was expanded to the Ministry of Telecommunications and the Nigerian government. Those negotiations were put on hold just as it appeared that they would be drawing to a close, and the Nigerian Parliament stepped in to investigate, which raised concerns in the market. Because they were talking about potentially raising the fine even further than it was originally at $5.2 billion. But hopefully, that has come to the conclusion, and luckily everything's been resolved. I think fairly satisfactorily as far as the market is concerned.
Essentially, what does this now mean going forward? Already we've seen the stocks, they're looking quite good. They're rising since 2008.
Well, it puts an end to a lot of unknowns and concern that this fine is hanging over MTN's head and the quantum is not defined. So the concern was that perhaps the fine may be implemented in full at over $5 billion, which would be a significant disadvantage to MTN. As it is, it was concluded at about $1.7 billion, which is what we expected. We expected between 1 and 1.5 billion, and the payment terms are also fairly lenient or advantageous in the greater scheme of things. They need to pay that over 3 years. The expectation was that potentially that needs to be paid in one lump sum up front. So I think overall the market is in general pleased that this issue has come to the conclusion, and MTN can now focus on competing in the market, on establishing itself in the mobile broadband space, and start expanding in the fixed line market. In general, start to take advantage of potential market opportunities, and also, I think, focus on competition in a market that is strained because of economic downturn in that country due to lower oil prices.
Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Dobek Pata, telecom expert there, with regards to that MTN saga that